What's going on? Happy February 3rd. This crypto recap. It's Tariff Man Day. So obviously some wild things happened today. Most notably, we had a shooting star candle here. Absolute blow off top kind of candlestick on the Bitcoin dominance. So this is all the fear that left the altcoin names, and now they just got bought back up. And could this be the sign that we see an altcoin market emerge? But we need to see a bit more than just this one candle. This is just a big cause for concern well, not cause for concern, but should we be looking at altcoins instead of Bitcoins for the gains? So from this candle, we still are in a daily uptrend, weekly uptrend, monthly uptrend on the Bitcoin dominance. That is the most important thing, to see the altcoins. This is when the altcoins are, these big down moves are when the altcoins are the ones outperforming Bitcoin. That means there's trust in the altcoins and the whole broader crypto market. So from here, we need this to break down essentially. Otherwise, people trust Bitcoin more than they trust the altcoins. So we have this big shooting star candle, kind of a blow off top. Now we need to see more downside. We need to test this. We need to break this low essentially from this, or if we don't break this low, we set a higher low, a lower high, and break down. So this would be essentially putting in a head and shoulders. This is just early pattern recognition. None of this is guaranteed to happen. I'm just saying these are the steps we need to see. So we're still looking for a 4-hour higher low, and then we would be looking for a 4-hour. We've made enough room now that we would make a 4-hour lower high when this bottoms out. So that's what we're looking at. Let's go to the individual names. Bitcoin, just absolutely huge bounce. Oh yeah, we broke the high of the day before, so we're already bouncing on the day, and so we would just be looking for a daily lower high there. And from there, we could be looking at an inverse head and shoulders again, like we were looking over here, but obviously the tariff news tore us apart. But yeah, still looking for that daily and 4-hour lower high, then 106.296. We'll probably, looks like we might see a 4-hour lower high, but then we hopefully the 80 or the 8 and 12 EMAs hold us up. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So hopefully the more of a retracement we get, the higher likelihood we see a daily higher low and a potential for continuation to the upside. Ethereum liquidated a lot of people. That's quite a candle. Broke a lot of levels. Just held this one. Wow, that is a lot of levels. Okay, so looking on the monthly chart, we're now viewing this as a monthly tightening range, like just equilibrium. And we're starting to see some extreme volatility here. Trump's gonna definitely, this is a big long equilibrium now. So this would have been the lowest low since the beginning of the year, last year. So that could have put in a 52-week low right there very quickly, but we held, and now we're looking for a daily and weekly lower high. So yeah, the most likely scenario was to see a weekly higher low at this point. And we need to still change the daily trend. It looks like we've changed a 4-hour trends. Yeah. We still need to find no, actually I wouldn't even say that. It's just been a straight shot. So we're not establishing supports on the way up on the 4-hour chart. That puts us more at risk for downside, because we need to find a 4-hour higher low before we see our continuation, see where that comes from. So we're looking for a 4-hour. Yeah, this is just a straight shot down too. So yeah, the further we go on Ethereum, the better, obviously. We're coming up to the golden pocket. So that's good. A good sign that we will see a 4-hour higher low than this low here. 2131.22. XRP, big recovery as well. And we are looking for a daily lower high then. So also, I forgot to mention, these levels, that the fear levels, the fear lows, if anything you are in, any crypto name you are in breaks these lows, that name is not good. Like that is a red flag, and all the other names, if your name's breaking down and all the other names are not, that is a red flag. That is telling you that your name is weaker. Like most of the names I'm looking at here have fully recovered back to where they were the previous day. And if your name is not doing that, then that should be telling you you're weak relative to the rest of the sector, the rest of the crypto names. And you should be really thinking about the position you have. If you lose this low on anything, that it's a big, huge red flag, because this was just a liquidation event, probably to take it higher. But we should just see a tightening range in this point, at this point. So that's what I'm looking out for. This could get very volatile. We're just looking for a daily lower high than 315.84. And it's going to be the same thing across all the boards, all these names. So Rune USD, I've definitely been hating on this name quite a bit, just to how bad it is. It's at 52-week lows. It's at, what nice thing can I say about this? We are still I think that's what I was mentioning before, was we were just looking for a monthly or even a quarterly higher low than 0.78 cents, 0.7809 cents. That's all it was the most likely outcome, which we are seeing a bounce right now, but this could just cool off and still see. This is methodical selling. When you come down to a support and you want to play off a support, you want it as hard and fast as possible, and that increases the likelihood that you will see a bounce at that level. What we're doing here is just letting it cool off, letting it cool off, cool off, cool off. It is getting a bit extended now. I would say probably on the weekly, yeah, we are getting a bit extended at this point, but this cooling off stuff is not a good way, not a good thing to be holding. We can get super extended on a daily time frame that way. This is a horrible thing to be holding. Alpha, oh yeah, just don't break that low. Once again, don't break this low. Alpha broke, okay, so we reached 52-week lows, yearly lows on this name. Another just dog. I don't even know why I should have just taken, I'm just playing the names that I have been playing this week, I guess, so far. Yeah, we're just dealing with all-time low levels. The chances of this getting back up here are just very remote, very remote. I wouldn't be banking on it. I wouldn't be betting a house on it. Anything of that sort. So 0.03655498 is the low on this chart. All we're doing is looking for a daily lower high. Once this even bounces, it looks like it actually bounced on the daily. Finally broke above on the daily. Yeah. Yeah, we just broke that daily candle. So we are actually technically bouncing on this daily candle, and we're just looking for a lower high than this level here. And the higher, more we bounce out, we're getting close to the 0.5. Every level we hit, we increase the odds that we'll see a higher low, but it's still so weak. Trump, see what's happening. The man who did this. So Trump is bouncing. We're just looking for a 4-hour lower high than 22,611. at this point. So when this tops out, we don't want to break the low. I'll keep that 15.71.12. So yeah, we're seeing a 4-hour bounce. We haven't started a daily bounce. Trump's definitely on the weaker side. These 4-hour 8 EMA and 12 EMA are still huge resistance to it. We're cooling off slow. This is not a good look. Trump's not a good look right now. Not that guy, pal. I'm just playing. I don't care what you think. Solana, we're seeing the daily continuation to, we're in the downtrend now. We did hold this weekly higher low. So now that we have that, we'll see where this daily or weekly candle brings us. But if that holds and we do break to the upside, we do have this head and shoulders to be looking out for. We have we bounced? Oh, we're just at the 0.382 right now, still in the bear flag zone. We've got the daily 8 and 12 EMAs right above. We could see resistance here. We are bouncing on the daily though, officially, so basically we don't want to see a 4-hour trend change to the downside. If we see a 4-hour trend change to the downside, it increases the likelihood, and that's across the boards. If we start seeing a 4-hour uptrend and then 4-hour overbought or a 4-hour trend change could mark the weekly lower high. The weekly lower highs on these names. So then we zoom out. So 4-hour overbought could bring us up here, could bring us here, wherever. It depends how fast we get there. Yeah, and that's where the bears could jump in and take over, or be looking out for that 4-hour trend change. So when I'm looking for it to top out, if I'm looking for, weekly, I would be looking for a 4-hour trend change or a 4-hour overbought. On a daily time frame, I'm looking for when a daily tops out, I would be looking for hourly overbought or an hourly trend change. And you just go down 2 time frames. So 4-hour top, you're looking at a 15-minute trend change or 15-minute overbought potentially to set your lower high. And that's where you should probably be taking profits, because you want to know where the higher low comes from and make sure you're still in a strong name. Because when these things top out, you want to be hopefully risk-free at this point. Have a stop that you can put under here and be risk-free essentially. That is the ultimate goal, getting into positions that are risk-free. So yeah, Solana, looking at that head and shoulders. Kaspa, like I said, we had this monthly head and shoulders. It broke bear. There was quite a huge flush. This was a massive liquidation event here. So once this broke, we saw another 28% to the downside. It happened so fast though. So I mean, that's a hard thing to play. They obviously they knew everyone's stop would be here, and they were right, and then they shot it right back up. We're still not out of the woods though. We could still just drift back down here. Nothing says that the bottom's in. We still have things we need to change. We need to change the daily trend. We need to change the 4-hour trends change. Yeah, we got a 4-hour trend change here, but we need to still see the daily trend change. There's a lot of steps because we're in a daily downtrend, a weekly downtrend, and a monthly downtrend now. These are not names that I play. Just now you have so much resistance above, and we're just looking for a monthly lower high once this month bottoms out right here. Hopefully that is the bottom. Hopefully that was the liquidation event. That's crazy. Yeah, we hit 52-week lows today. We flushed anyone who has bought Kaspa this year. If you had your stop at the low, you got liquidated today. and then it bounced. That's it. That's a crazy thing. To me, that's a crazy concept. Sui. So this was another good name. So we were looking for a monthly lower high, then 46.33. Obviously, there's a lot of room for that to happen. Did it find? Oh, close to, yeah. It found support at the 12 monthly EMA, but usually when I'm looking for a monthly higher low at this point, I want to see daily oversold mark the monthly higher low, and this. With this giant wick, this would have hit daily oversold. And so if this marks our bottom, we are still in a monthly strong uptrend. So Sui is a very good name. Like, from what I'm seeing, Sui is definitely a top contender in what I would look at. Bitcoin is big, and XRP made a huge recovery as well. So Bitcoin, XRP, and Sui. Solana is not as nice. We still have, like I said, this Head and Shoulders to be looking at. Yeah, those are the names I would be looking at. Mochi, I put this on here. We found support right at this previous high here, and we're just looking for a daily lower high than this pivot right here. But we saw 44% today, so we took out this candle. We're already in a daily bounce, and yeah, so it was the bounce winner essentially if you got in at this low. Yeah, we're just looking for that daily lower high, and we could easily just tighten up in this range for quite a while. So that's all I have for the crypto names. The most important thing is seeing where these 4-hour lower highs top out. Are they topping out from 15-minute trend changes? Are they topping out when it hits 15-minute overbought? And also holding the lows of today. This is an important level now. We do not want this to break. If anything you are in breaks the low of today, you are significantly weaker than the top names of crypto. And chances are it's one of those names that's just never going to recover. It's destined to fail. It's just, my recommendation is look elsewhere if you're getting into it. If you're look elsewhere, don't buy those type of names. You have the most downside risk, because these names, they can always go lower. If they're hanging out at the lows, they're not going to recover, most likely, most likely. Or they're just going to do a blip of what they, like a lower high rune. This is the perfect example of a name who had a huge run and then a less significant run, and I'm expecting a less significant run from there. Kind of like a huge giant equilibrium, right? That's these names. XRP was just terrible for so long too, right? These are just not something you want to get into. Like, people from 2017, they were stuck in this name. Some people bought on this year, and they were stuck in this name from 2017 until 2024. So how fun would that have been? 7 years to finally see something happen. I'm not down to play that type of name. I focus on the highs. Anyways, take care. Don't lose the lows of today.